We're going to read source 3 for the South Africa investigation. It's titled NPR News Story. And we're going to read the central question to remind ourselves of the purpose for reading this source. Is post-apartheid South Africa living up to its promises? Now let's read the attribution to see where the source comes from. Excerpt adapted from 20 Years After Apartheid, South Africa asks, How are we doing? Written by Greg Meyer. Published by National Public Radio, May 6, 2014. Now let's read the headnote to find out more about the source. This news story appeared on National Public Radio, NPR, an American news organization. The author is the international editor of NPR.org and covered South Africa's first all-race election in 1994. The African National Congress, ANC, political party, won the 1994 election and has won every election since then. Okay, so we're ready to go into the source. Let's read this story from NPR. South Africa's favorite debate, non-stop since the end of apartheid, is whether the country is getting better or worse. So, what's a fair accounting of South Africa today? A new book, South Africa at 20, for better or for worse, has a lot of facts for this debate. But even the numbers are open to different interpretations. For example, South Africa has an unemployment rate of 25% or higher. Yet, some economists argue that this measure of employment only counts formal jobs and underestimates jobs in the informal economy, from street hawkers to part-time gardeners to guys who watch over parked cars to make sure they don't get stolen. Experts note that 85% of South African households have access to electricity, 84% own a color television, and 95% of households have at least one cell phone. In the big picture, these are all significant improvements. But many also agree that the country's leaders have fallen short of the moral example and high standards set by Mandela. Government corruption is a problem. Violent crime has not been stopped. Millions of poor blacks have seen little or no improvement in their lives. For those struggling to get ahead, a common complaint is that only people with connections to the ANC or the government are advancing.